Today, we're fitting some custom coilovers on the Daihatsu Copen.
We are. This you haven't seen for 8 months. We're going to film restoring it, and it's since been painted. Porsche paint to sample colour. I'll probably say the colour after it's been to a couple shows. But I've got some new wheels on it. So the old wheels were a 15x7 ET35 with a 165 stretch tyre on it. I've now gone for a 15x7 ET20 on a Kansai KNP. And I can't get enough camber through camber bolts from Whiteline. So reached out to Cusco over in Japan, that nearly fell apart. And they've provided me some camber plates. The actual compatibility of this, Cusco literally won't help you. But I currently have BC V1 coilovers in this, which have a top mount, which is fully non-adjustable like this. So no camber adjustment at all. So I'm gonna be running the Cusco camber plate on the top with a Whiteline 12mm camber bolt through the bottom. This isn't for a Copen. If you want one for a Copen, the part number is there, if that will focus. It's 766410AR, and it's for a Daihatsu L900S. So if you want one, that's what you gotta buy. We're gonna pull the coilover out because that's super simple. You've got two 12mm on the top, two 17mm bolts on the bottom, and the whole coilover comes out. Once we got that out, we'll cut back in and show you how to assemble this on a BC V1.
What's the most fun part about taking apart Copen suspension parts?
Brand new ABS sensors that you've only just put in, that the bushings are slightly too big for BC coilovers. So trying to get them out without cutting your hands up and breaking quite an expensive sensor is definitely the best bit.
Just buy more, right?
Oh yeah. Just
Probably
order from Japan.
Very easy to source.
Don't take months at all on back order from Toyota.
But apart from that,
Oh yeah, apart from that, everything on the car,
pretty easy, right?
easiest thing in the world.
And
But I actually can't get that off.
If you're doing this on your own Copen, these will probably be crusty as hell and slide right out. Well, they'll crust out, they'll crumble out. Won't they? That's what they did originally.
You'll destroy them getting them out. And if you want new ones, right now they are £230 each. But you need them. So
Yeah, so don't touch them.
and if you don't want it, buy an MX-5.
Yeah, because it's got no ABS.
Brilliant.
My favourite feature on a Daihatsu Copen, especially for working on coilovers, has got to be that nut there that holds the coil in is very conveniently placed just underneath the wing. You have to take the wing off, and move it out of the way at least. Do it with a spanner.
Yeah, it's on there too tight to do it with a spanner. Been on there for 6 years. The other side would come off, not this one.
That's all right, these wings come off easily, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cut to that maybe. I don't know, unless I can figure it out without having to. I might be able to just peel that up and get a ratchet spanner on it.
I'll get it with the shortest spanner in the workshop, I think. I'll give it a go. Not much room.
Not a lot of room at all. Also, it doesn't matter if I round it, getting it off, as long as it comes off. It's not even on there. This is all the way down like that. Just hang off your aircon lines as you're doing this, really helps normally.
Yeah, use them as like a bracing. Hammer the spanner just into the aircon line maybe.
Still not these.
Well, we'll get back to that, won't we? Easy peasy.
Yeah, so once you've taken the scuttle trim off, you've loosened the wing, loosened the front of the bumper to allow the wing to go out. Luckily, I didn't put a bolt in the front of the wing that I need to put back in, but if that was in, I'd have to take the bumper off as well. And then your two 12mm just fall off the car and you can throw them in the bin.
Can you?
Yeah, I bought new ones.
Oh, right. Keelan can throw them in the bin.
Yeah.
If you're doing this at home, you might not be able to throw them in the bin.
Yeah, and when you get your Camber plates, they don't come with the nuts to put them on the car. So that is also annoying. Just like that.
Look at that.
2-minute job.
Lovely. So this is one of the new pieces that we bought to modify it. So there's 2 different types of top mounts, and this is the pillow ball top mount.
Off of the BR series of BC Coilovers.
So you have to get these from BC along with this little new sort of spring seat.
Yeah.
So that you can then put the pillow ball camber adjustable Cusco top mount on top of this.
Yeah.
But the way this works is this comes off.
So you got a washer on the top, then you have your spring seat with a bearing in it that definitely didn't fall out, that I clicked back in. Then you have your old spring seat, which that has a new one built in, so we can ditch that. Because it has that top lip and bottom lip, we don't need the top lip anymore. And then there is a washer down the bottom here, which is designed to keep that area there nice and straight. Due to the design of this one, you can't do it.
But
so
that's
then we can
completely
take
redundant now.
Yep, and we can take the new BR, which has a nice little recessed bronze piece.
Yeah.
That slots on, because I've only got 3K springs. Keeps everything nice and solid, and then we should just be able to drop the Cusco plate on top.
So, once you've taken the top off of your coilover, these are the bits you want to take off. There is a lower washer, the top mount itself and the little spring seat, and an upper washer, as well as the nut that holds it together. Once that's off, you'll have this. You'll pop that on. Nothing goes underneath the BC pillow ball spring seat. That sits straight on top of the spring. Then you have a little washer provided by Cusco with your adjustable top mount that sits over the threads. Then the top mount goes on, followed by the retaining nut that should hold everything in place. Now, your BC stem won't quite fit in there because it does sit a little bit further up the threads than you'd probably like.
Yeah.
But it does that on both sides, and if you don't put that spacer in, then you have like some gappage between the top mount and the spring seat, and it wiggles around. Like this, yeah. And then you don't get that if you put the spacer in. So it's up to you. Potentially a little bit risky to look at, but actually there's quite a lot of thread there that is on. You just can't really get the stem in to do the adjustment.
You got to make it happen, haven't you?
But this should allow stancy wheels though.
It does. It's proven on the other side, so we should be good. Once your coilover's built up and installed correctly, and you haven't forgot to put any bits in, and there's no play on the top, but you still have your articulation, like so, this can be reinstalled back into the car. The Cusco logo there on one side of the plate, that goes towards your engine block. I don't think it actually fit the other way, so it's pretty idiot proof, but you never know. And we should should have enough articulation on the lower hub.
Oh, it bites.
Again, it does bite. They do bite you. And there we go. We can start getting our main brake line and our ABS harness.
A brand new ABS harness.
Mounted back up, get the camber bolts through, and then we can show you how to adjust stuff.
Woohoo.
Easy. So once you got this bad boy in, you need to crack all of these little hex heads on the top without absolutely destroying your hands, because they are tight, like that. Once you've got all 4 of these loose, and I've got 3 done, so it's just the 4th one I do, like that. Then, don't take them out all the way, your coilover will fall out the bottom of your car. Once you've done that, you should just be able to grab the whole assembly from the bottom. And if George comes in close here on the top, you should see this whole thing here slide back. So we're going maximum camber on this because I've got wheels that don't fit. And the more you move it over, the more you'll have to just pull them out a little bit until you get as much camber as you're after. They do bind up a little bit, but you'll pull them back in when you... There we go. That should be all the way over. As far as it will go. There's probably a bit more in there, but I'll tweak that off camera. So you can then tighten them up and hold them where they need to be. Once you've done all 4 of them, there's your top camber set. And then if you come around the side here, which is going to be actually quite difficult to see, but your factory Copen will have 2 17mm bolts through the coilover into the hub assembly. The bottom one I've left as the factory 17. The top one is a 12mm White Line Racing Camber bolt, which gives you plus minus 3 degrees of camber. So because my wheels don't fit, the 3 degrees that the Cusco plate gives me, or 5 degrees, whatever they're rated at, isn't quite enough. So I've got a camber bolt in the top. So you loosen off the bottom bolt, you adjust the top bolt to your desired camber, either do it yourself or do that at an alignment place. And then you just leave them where they are, crank them up with a spanner on one side and your socket on the other to stop it rotating to move it. And your camber's all set. So we'll do all of that, we'll get the wheel on and you can see the camber.
By the way that I mentioned, I just turned vegan. I need the pagans breathing so they can see my new Top Boy season. I need the pagans alive so they can all see that it's still my time. I don't know why they act tough online. I see them outside and they ain't say nada. Soon as you say on site, we looking for you like some vintage Prada, looking for you like some archive pieces. Jealousy in the ends. They hate when you become successful, but in the trenches we were all friends. How long we trying to pretend? I know they love to see me do well, but only when it benefits them. Is it about money or is it about girls? Either way, I'm threatening men. See, just texting diligent, yeah, cause the outfit's making sense. I told them it costs to be the boss and to be this fly is the same expense. And we just went triple, back to check the digits. Most these brothers is tired and washed up, bro, but they won't admit it. How many times have I dumbed it down to make a boy feel like he's on my level? And I ain't talking about kettles, I ain't talking about precious metals. I'm talking about taking a year out, still I can't see no competition. Can't see anyone threatening my position. Told D I need a chauffeur cause I'm so driven. Should be in the backseat with both hands free. Right hand making plates on the iPhone and my left hand gripping on a BB, it's me. Praise the Lord for the life I'm living. Big Smoke records alive and kicking. Dinner in Milan with the finest women and none of us sexing. Now I'm just chilling. Your taste level is my way.
It's finished. It is. We have camber on both front sides. We did the other side 6 months ago. We've refigured it out and hopefully shown you if I can edit this to make it look like we know what we're doing.
Probably not. because we really didn't know what we were doing, and we thought we did about 3 different times, and we said with complete confidence 3 different times that this is what you do, and then it wasn't what you do. Like
No.
the last time it was what you do.
No, but if you have a Copen and you're savvy enough to find these parts or follow this video and acquire the parts, you're probably savvy enough to go and figure it out yourself. Have we even done it right the way we've showed you? I don't know. Someone, probably Andy Waitman, he's the one who will tell us you've installed that wrong.
He doesn't have a Copen though.
No, he doesn't have a Copen.
So he wouldn't know.
He doesn't watch our channel either.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch it, drop something down there. Yeah, if you saw the box for the rear camber, if you can figure out what that is or you know the company, very exciting parts in there. We'll probably do a video on that as well. The car needs to go for MOT this weekend, so it won't be for another couple of weeks for videos out for getting that installed. But we'll try and show you as much as we can. Now all the painting and all the dirty work of sanding and everything is complete on the vehicle.
Dirty.
Yeah, it's filthy.